Hey guys, welcome to another English commentary done by Diggity. This is MSL Season 3, yeah, MSL Season 3, the round of 4. This is between Bisu and Xellos, and if you haven't seen the first two games, go check them out. I actually did these live on Ventrilo. Special thanks to Culture/Yes for listening in, all the way on the East Coast at like 4 a.m. on basically his time. So right here we have Xellos starting in the upper right hand corner in blue, and Bisu starting in the bottom left hand corner, and I think that was white. Yeah, looks like white. And really I would expect almost both players to cheese on this map. This is Blue Storm being one of the smaller maps. You know exactly where your opponent is, and Xellos losing both matches. He's kind of hung in, actually, I think, in both instances. Last game showing a very creative build, a cheap build, but just getting kind of sealed in by Bisu. Bisu's just fantastic with his Dragoon micro. Just absolutely fantastic, and it looks like Bisu is in fact going to send out. We'll see if he decides to do cheese. He's known to send out that early scout. He did put that pylon down, which suggests to me he might not do the cheese. Looks like Xellos is going to put down that early depot, which suggests to me that he's not in fact going for kind of a cheese build. Really, though, if he did go cheese, I'm not sure exactly what he could do against Bisu. Bisu could probably get that early zealot out, and between micromanagement with his probes, probably fight it off fairly easily, especially because I think at this moment his micromanagement is just kind of, I don't know, 2 or 3 notches above Xellos. Bisu getting that early gateway down. Let's see if he basically did what he did in the early game, kind of goes back to a standard early observatory, or I should say, yeah, early observatory, early obs to kind of neutralize vultures. And it looks like Xellos going for a very early tech build, putting down his refinery before he even gets his barracks down, from what I can tell. Maybe the barracks is off position. Yeah, it looks like the barracks is off position. He's going to seal his front door, and really I feel like that's a mistake, because both in Game 1 and Game 2, he played a little conservatively and basically allowed Bisu to kind of get 3 early expansions down, and then just get kind of overrun in the end. He just couldn't hold up economically. Bisu didn't exactly starve him out, but definitely outproduced him, out-macroed him in Game 1 and Game 2. And Xellos down to the wire here. If he loses this, he's out of MSL play. The question is what does he do now? Does he have a creative build up his sleeve? Really, I was almost expecting kind of a deep 6 last game, kind of a shift to Ghost, maybe lockdown. I don't know. Just seeing kind of a medic marine and Bisu doing everything but Bisu looked very fatigued after that last match, putting a lot more micro forth than he usually does. And the question is, in this match, is that fatigue going to show? Is Xellos going to be able to mentally come back? Does Xellos kind of have still what it takes, basically, to pound it? And, as you can see, Bisu going for that standard gateway. Not even going to build a zealot once again. Going to go straight into dragoons. My guess, probably just do a standard build, get that early observatory down, and end it quickly. Just going to bring those dragoons up, and we'll see if Xellos decides to go for that early expand, go kind of that early factory build. He is getting the factory. Wow, it looks like he has a single marine going immediately into factory. That's very interesting, kind of relying on Bisu not to go with that early zealot, because his front door very vulnerable if a zealot was out. 2 marines out, so 2 marines probably to a siege tank from there. Might go vultures, but I don't think he would, not after kind of the prior failed attempts. Bisu doing a fantastic job in Game 1 and 2, and he's been doing a fantastic job in general, actually, of basically getting those vultures out. I'm sorry, getting cannons down and protecting all of his holdings. That Dragoon is now out for Bisu, so he's going to be able to take down that scout fairly quickly. And let's see, basically the issue is Xellos, he's got to get that probe out of his base and just deny information, do something creative. As you can see, that quantum singularity going up, you can tell Beast is just thinking a little bit, maybe that infantry coming back again, getting that early observatory once again, early robotics facility into observatory. Kind of a little bit of a hidden factory going down. I think he's kind of building it in the corner. He might float it out, but Xellos has been harvesting gas for a while here, so I'm going to expect him to go directly into tank. He might kind of throw Bisu kind of off, and Xellos actually doing kind of, looks like some sort of creative build. He's gone to that 12 o'clock position. Not sure what's going on there, but it looks like Xellos is going to bring up 2 dragoons. And just 3 marines at that front, and looks like he might be upgrading siege tech now and producing a tank, and he needs to hurry up, because if he doesn't, he's going to have a couple dragoons basically picking at his front. He does have that factory. This is really creative by Xellos. Xellos is going to basically kind of do a pseudo proxy build. He's going to do some hidden tech. He's going to build that factory at that 12 o'clock position, going to float it over, and probably just try to produce some vultures to get them backside, while Bisu basically doesn't have them spotted out. just going to rely on Bisu to go immediately into his main to check his tech. The question is will Bisu fall for it? I think Bisu, what he's been expecting up to this point, has been kind of basically that standard fast expand from Xellos, and Xellos really has kind of in the first 2 games set up the kind of the fact that he's going to play more conservatively. And here comes that first vulture. Now the question is will Bisu in the background have enough vultures to fight this off? And oh wow, Xellos he needs to be careful there. Almost lost a tank. That tank, oh, just has a sliver of health there. He almost lost a tank to those 2 Dragoons. Those Dragoons in the meantime harassing the front. And here comes that first vulture, and that vulture doesn't look speed upgraded. And really without that speed upgrade, I'm not sure if he's going to be all that successful. Planting mines down out in the middle of the field here, and I don't know if he's going to be it looks like actually what Xellos is going to do is he's just going to produce these vultures at the north and just kind of lay minefields down in the meantime and try to catch Bisu off guard in that manner. He's not going to, it looks like he is going to bring these Dragoons up. Should he try to bring reinforcements up that middle lane? And wow, looks like Bisu going for another fast expand. Xellos coming out with just 4 Marines and 2 tanks, so he's going to push very early here. This might be the hole in Bisu's build, and Bisu going to go right over those mines, going to lose both those Dragoons. Brilliant placement. That was extremely clever, and Bisu kind of like, where the hell did that come from at this moment? He has the Observer out, but still lost a couple Dragoons to mines. 4 Dragoons out, basically just 4 Dragoons to kind of fight off infantry. He has those 2 gateways down. Let's see if he goes into third. I wouldn't even expect him to go drop on this. 4 vultures out. I'm not sure if those vultures are going to be speed upgraded. Still pumping vultures, and 3 tanks, 4 Marines, a decent sized force for Xellos if he decides to pump down. And I think he did manage to kind of swing around Bisu. Bisu, I don't think, realizes what's coming out, and now Xellos setting up for that expansion. Bisu does have 6 Dragoons out, but I don't know if that's going to be enough against the 4 vultures, 3 tanks, and 3 Marines of Xellos. And Bisu will see if he gets caught off guard. And I think what this might be is this might just be kind of a poised attack to kind of force Bisu back and then immediately go after the infantry lines. And he doesn't have an observer in position. Brilliant micro. Xellos going to kind of bring an SEV in to kind of force a scout. He's going to bring all those Dragoons out of position and now has a large force in position. And it looks like Bisu, yeah, he's just going to give up his secondary. He realizes he can't really hold it and both. And now he's going to bring those Dragoons up and going to try to micro them in, bring probes off the line to fight this force back. And this is going to come down to a micro battle right here. This can be a mine dropping! Oh my goodness! He just absolutely killed everything in the area there! That could be a deciding factor in this match. Took out so many probes there. Another mine down, a lot of mines, just 2 Dragoons versus 2 tanks here. And it looks like that Dragoon's down! Xellos is now pumping vultures in. Let's see if he can get mine downs at those gateways.
More tanks pushing into the main. Those gateways entirely exposed. As you can see, that single Dragoon just trying to fight off. Going to push up with those mine. Those tanks just going to try. As soon as he takes care of that Dragoon, all those probes are going to be extremely vulnerable. Templar Archive up in the meantime. I don't think he's going to have time to produce Dark Templar. These probes pushing up, trying to just going to try to allow that Dragoon to take down the mines. But more vultures coming in. They're going to plant more mines down. That Observer, that Dragoon is now down, and just all sorts of probes dead here. A lot of reinforcements coming in. Another Dragoon out, but just a ton of mines down. That's the end of the probes there for Bisu. So Bisu's economy is absolutely destroyed at this point. There's 2 tanks, those 2 vultures going to start pushing up as soon as they're done with that Dragoon. I think that's going to be GG for Bisu. Pulling those, and as you can see, that one losing both the vulture and the tank to some mines, but still more reinforcements flooding in, and that's GG for Bisu. That was an excellent match by Xellos. And really, I feel like he found the hole kind of in that standard Observatory Bisu build. Bisu looks stunned there. Sorry about the shift in audio right there. I had to shift over because I lost my feed, had to redo the audio on there. So hopefully there's not too much of volume discrepancy. Going to do match 4 here, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that commentary. This has been another English commentary by Diggity. See you guys later.